Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Bobbie. If you've never been here before, I am here at Crux Chiropractic in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Ready to teach my Yoga for Cyclists class. This week, I'm doing a little bit of a chakra series over the next several weeks. Last week we did the root chakra, and this week we're doing sacral chakra. So, for props, you don't technically need any props if you don't have any, so don't worry about it. But if you would like to have a blanket, if you have sensitive knees, maybe you have a blanket for extra padding. If you don't have a blanket nearby, you can always fold the edge of your mat over. And if you like to use a block in certain poses where you have a harder time reaching the ground, or you can even sit on top of it if you have a hard time sitting up tall in a seat. We're going to get started in Supta Baddha Konasana. So on our backs, with the soles of the feet together, knees open wide. Bring my arms down by the sides to start. Let the eyes close, relax the face, and begin to deepen the breath right away. Trying to inhale and exhale through the nose. Filling the lungs up completely on every inhale, and then emptying them out completely on every exhale. Try to let go of any thoughts that may come to mind. Noticing them, but not making any attachments or judgments about them. Observing, letting go. Let go of what happened before you came to your mat today, and let go of what might happen after, allowing you to be completely present. And from here, we need to rub the hands together, creating a little bit of friction. And then place the hands right over the lower abdomen, with the index fingers and thumbs touching. Right over that sacral chakra. Keep breathing, sending your breath there. Maybe even imagining an orange, like glowing orb right at that lower abdomen, getting bigger and bigger as you breathe. So if you don't know what chakras are, they are energy centers that go up and along the spine, and they can become blocked. There's 7 of them also, by the way. They can become blocked, and that can cause problems either emotionally or physically in the body. The second chakra today that we're working on is Svadhisthana, otherwise known as the Sacral Chakra or sweetness. And that is located, like I said, right at the lower abdomen. So having the hands there, feel that warmth, feel that glowing orb keep growing at the lower abdomen. And the functions of this chakra are intimacy, creativity, desire, sensuality, emotions, and confidence. The element associated with this chakra is water. It's doing like really nice and flowy today. And the asanas or yoga poses associated with it are hip openers. We're really getting into the hips, which is perfect if you're a cyclist. And I rode to Illinois and back yesterday, about 100 miles. And I practiced this class earlier today, and it felt really good. And the main obstacle of this chakra is guilt And this chakra develops in the body around 6 to 24 months. Color associated with it is orange. The celestial body is associated with it is the moon. Forgot to mention last week, but certain chakras are associated with one side of the body, like that, left and right. So the root chakra, which we did last week, is the right side of the body, which is associated with the more masculine side, also associated with the sun and fire and warmth. And then this chakra is associated with the left side, which is more cooling, feminine, and imbalances of this chakra may cause impotence, frigidity, ovary problems, uterine problems, eating disorders, allergies, asthma. And I brought along a couple of my orange crystals. I got some citrine, and I don't even know what these other ones are, but they were orange, so I brought them. But normally the crystals that you would use to help balance out your sacral chakra would be moonstone, coral, citrine, and carnelian. And you can also use oils to help you, essential oils. I have orange with me today. That's one of them that you can use. You can also use cardamom, clary sage, neroli, orange patchouli, rose, sandalwood, or yen. Now I'm going to read off some affirmations that you can either repeat in your head or you really want to out loud. You're just at home by yourself taking this class. And you can come back to these affirmations anytime during class or anytime you're feeling an imbalance of the sacral chakra. And just to help, reaffirm you that everything's going to be okay. I also wanted to mention that since we are doing a lot of hip openers, they are associated with emotions and have a tendency sometimes to bring up emotions. So don't if you feel emotions coming up, even like crying or even maybe laughing, that's completely normal. I am alive, connected, and aware. I embrace pleasure and abundance. I give myself permission to enjoy my sexuality fully. The sweetness of life flows through me and I radiate its joy. So let's take a few more deep breaths in our Svadhisthana, the hands placed on the sacral chakra. Feeling that warmth there. Feeling that glowing orange orb growing and growing and growing. And then from here, bring the hands to the outer thighs to help you bring the legs towards one another. And actually hug them in, bend them at about a 90-degree bend so that the knees are pointing slightly outward towards the shoulders. Soles of the feet pointing up towards the sky. Hands can either be at the backs of the thighs, the outer calves, outer ankles, peace fingers around the big toes, or hands around the outer feet. Lengthen the tailbone towards the earth. Maybe start to rock a little bit from side to side. Finding movement already connecting to that water element. Maybe even straightening one leg at a time. Maybe even both legs. Keep reaching the tailbone towards the earth. Pressing the hands into the feet and the feet back into the hands. Halfway. Now keep the right foot in your happy baby, but lengthen the left leg out long in front. So now we're going to have happy baby. Maybe find a little movement here once again, really getting into that hip joint. Keep breathing, deep breaths. And then from here, maybe keeping those toes nice and flexed, bringing that left foot slightly over to the right, right foot over to the left side. Kind of cradling it like a baby. Remember to keep this foot nice and engaged to protect your knee and ankle joints. Maybe rocking a little bit here too. Just really getting into every inch of the hips. And then from here, bend the left knee, cross right ankle over left thigh. Keep that right foot nice and flexed and engaged. You can stay here, pressing this right knee outward, or maybe hug the knees in towards you. Thread right arm through that figure four shape, and interlace the hands behind the left thigh or in front of the left shin. Keep lengthening the tailbone down. And once again, maybe finding a little movement here. You can use this right elbow to help you gently nudge the right knee out a little more to deepen the stretch. Keep taking deep, even breaths in and out through the nose. And then from here, keeping this figure four shape, the leg, but bring the arms out to a T, palms face up, shoulder height. Take an inhale. As you exhale, gently let the legs fall over to the left side. So that right foot, sole of the foot is going to land on the ground, and the left outer leg is going to land on the ground. Try to press this right knee up towards the sky. You can even use your hand to help you do so. Breathe deep into the belly. Inhale to bring the legs through center, and then uncross them, coming back into your happy baby. Pressing the hands into the feet back into the hands. Finding movement here. Once again, maybe straightening one leg at a time, maybe straightening both. Keep lengthening that tailbone down towards the earth. Then keep the left foot in your hand, but lengthen the right leg out long in front of you. Keep that right leg still engaged, toes flexed. You could even put the sole of the foot on the ground, and then maybe even open it out towards the right. Whatever feels best to your body. Finding a little movement here. Getting into that left hip joint. And then maybe crossing that left foot over towards the right side. Keeping these left toes flexed. Kind of cradling it like a baby, moving it around. And then bend the right knee, cross left ankle over right thigh, keep flexing those toes. You can stay right here, pressing this left knee outward, or maybe start to hug the legs in, thread left arm through that figure four shape. Interlace the hands either behind the right thigh or in front of the right shin. Keep the feet nice and flexed. Lengthen the tailbone towards the earth. And find movement. Keep taking deep, even breaths in and out through the nose. Using your breath to help you release tension. And then from here, keep this figure four shape with your legs, but bring the arms out to a T. Take an inhale. As you exhale, gently let the legs fall over to the right side. So left sole of the foot lands on the earth, right outer leg lands on the earth. Press this left knee up towards the sky. Maybe even use your right hand to help you do so. Gaze can be straight up at the sky or over the left shoulder, whatever feels best in your body. Send your breath deep into your belly. And then on an inhale, bring the legs back through center, uncross them, and begin to rock up and down the spine a few times. Eventually making your way to hands and knees. Bring knees right underneath the hips, hands right underneath the shoulders. Spread the fingertips nice and wide, press into the palms. On an inhale, lift the heart, let the belly sink, lift the hips, cow pose. Exhale, round the spine, look down towards your thighs. Inhale to extend. Exhale, round. Inhale, extend. Exhale, round. And then maybe finding a little bit of circular movements here in your cat-cow. Once again, tuning into that water element. And switch directions if you're doing these circles. Really getting in to every nook and cranny. Then one last regular cat-cow. On your next inhale, come to a neutral tabletop position. Extend that right leg back behind you, about hip height, toes point down towards the earth. Squeeze the belly in. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, bring your right knee all the way around and up towards the right tricep. Inhale, extend it back behind you. Exhale all the way around towards the right tricep. Squeeze everything in. Inhale, extend it back. One last time, exhale, squeeze it in towards the right tricep. Exhale, extend it back. And then bring your right foot out to the right, about hip height. Hold here for a moment. Squeeze everything in towards the midline. Exhale, lower that right foot down. Align in front of your knee with the arch of the right foot. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. As you exhale, side bend to the right. Right arm reaches down the right leg, left arm overhead. Keep pressing the hips forward. Breathe into the left side body. Inhale to come up through center. And exhale, just take a counter bend over to the left side. Inhale, come up through center, arms reach up. And then exhale, walk the hands out in front of you. Keep the hips up nice and high, but reach the heart down towards the earth. On your next inhale, walk the hands back underneath the shoulders. Lift the left arm up towards the sky. Exhale, thread the left arm underneath the right, coming onto the left shoulder, left side of the face. This right hand can stay right here, or maybe it walks out long in front of you, or maybe wraps behind the low back. Breathe deep into the belly. Spin that heart open towards the sky. Maybe challenge your balance a little by lifting this right foot up. And exhale, lower it back down. Bring that right hand back in front of the face if it's not there already. Press into the right palm and inhale the left arm up towards the sky. Exhale, lower the left hand down. Bring the right knee in to meet the left. Tabletop position. Inhale. Lift the left leg back behind you about hip height. Really squeeze everything in towards the midline. Press into the palms. Take an inhale. As you exhale, bring that left knee all the way around and over to the left tricep. Squeeze everything in. Inhale, extend it back behind you. Exhale, left tricep. Inhale, extend it back. Exhale, squeeze it in towards the left tricep. Inhale, extend it back, and then out to the left side, about hip height. I'll show you this view. So it's like you're peeing on a fire hydrant. Exhale, lower the left foot down, line front of the right knee with the left arch of the foot. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, side bend to the left. Right arm reaches up overhead. Press the hips forward. Breathe into the right side body. Inhale up through center. Exhale, just take a counter bend to the other side. Inhale up through center. Exhale, walk the hands out in front of you. Melting the heart towards the earth. Hips up nice and high. And you can bring forehead to earth or chest, depending on how open your body is. Inhale, walk the hands back underneath the shoulders. Reach the right arm up towards the sky. Exhale, thread the right arm underneath the left, coming onto the right shoulder, right side of the face. Left hand stays here, walks out long in front of you, or wraps behind the low back. Spin the heart open towards the sky. Maybe challenge your balance a little bit by lifting this left leg up. And then exhale, lower it back down. Bring left hand back in front of the face if it's not there already. Press into the palm. Inhale the right arm up towards the sky. Exhale, lower. Walk the left knee in to meet the right tabletop position. And then from here, step the feet back, tuck the toes under, plank pose. Lengthen the tailbone back, reach through the heels and the crown of the head. You can always lower the knees if you need. Press into the palms to lift that back heart space up towards the sky. Take a few deep breaths here. Gaze should be slightly up in front of you on the floor so the back of the neck is nice and long. And take an inhale. Reach forward. As you exhale, squeeze the elbows in, lower all the way down to the belly. Untuck the toes, bring the arms wide, elbows point up towards the sky. Come up onto the fingertips. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, dip the left shoulder down, look over the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, dip the right shoulder down, go over the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, switch. Inhale, center. Exhale, switch. One last time on each side. Inhale, center. Exhale, switch. Inhale, center. Exhale, switch. Inhale through center. Exhale, lower everything down. Squeeze or bring the hands by the low ribs. Squeeze the elbows in. Either move through your child's pose to downward facing dog or tuck the toes under. Squeeze everything in towards the midline. Inhale, plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Start to pedal up through the feet here. Bending one knee and the other. Maybe swaying the hips a little bit from side to side. Really lifting those hips up nice and high. Once again, connecting to that water element. Finding as much movement and flowing in every single pose. And then just find stillness for a moment. Press into the palms to lift the hips up. If you feel like your spine is rolling forward, you can bring a deep bend into the knees. And when you're ready, bend the knees, look forward. Step to the top of your mat. Feet land right underneath the hips. Let the body hang over your legs. Maybe clasp opposite elbows. Maybe find a little movement here. Swaying from side to side. You can always have as big of a bend in the knees as you need. You don't have to have totally straight legs. In fact, you should be moving around here. So no one should have completely straight legs. And then if you clasp opposite elbows, release the arms down. Everyone bring a deep bend into the knees and slowly roll up, one vertebra at a time. Shoulders roll down the back, palms spin open, head lifts up last. Svadhisthana. Rotate pose. All right, from here, round through your left foot, spread those toes nice and wide. Hug the right knee in and then cross right ankle over left thigh. Start to sink into the hips. Make sure you're flexing your right toes to protect your knee and ankle joints. You're going to keep the heart reaching forward, but reach the hips down. And from here, start to straighten or work towards straightening this left leg, fold over. Inhale, halfway lift, and step that right foot back behind you. Lower the back knee and heel toe this left foot out to the left so that the hands are at the inside of the left foot. Toes are pointing slightly outward and knees pointing in the same direction. Also make sure your knee is right above your ankle and not coming forward. If it's coming forward, you can use your hand to help you step your foot forward. From here, you can stay up on the palms, or maybe you even have blocks or something underneath the hands. Or you can start to come down to the forearms. Or maybe bring blocks or something underneath the forearms. Find a little movement here. And we're going to keep breathing. Experiment. Where do you find the most tightness? And maybe hold that stretch in that spot for a little longer. And then if you came down to your forearms, come back up to the palms. Take an inhale, and we'll reach the heart up towards the sky. As you exhale, shift the hips back, fold to the inside of this left leg. Inhale, bend the knee, lift the heart. Exhale, fold to the inside of the left leg. Inhale, lift the heart, bend the front knee. Exhale, fold and hold. Maybe finding a little movement with the chest, lifting the heart to find length, and then exhale, fold a little deeper. Finding a flowiness wherever you can. On your next inhale, bend through the front knee, lift the heart. Plant the right hand down. On an inhale, lift the left arm up towards the sky. Exhale, wrap that left arm around the left leg and over the right shoulder. Inhale, extend it up. Exhale, wrap it around. Finding movement here. Inhale, extend it up. Exhale, wrap the left arm around the left leg. Inhale, extend the left arm up. Stay here. Maybe bend the back knee. Reach back for your right foot, the left hand. And then do a quad stretch. If you came into your quad stretch, maybe you come down onto the forearm. Find movement again. Maybe you lift those left toes up slightly. Bend that left knee out to the left more and kick the left foot or kick the right foot into your hand. Coming into a deeper hip opener and deeper heart opener. And then from here, carefully release the back foot if you had it. Come back up onto the palms if you were down on your forearm. Everyone tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, and then shoot that left leg up and back. Three-legged up. Bend the left knee, open up the hip. Maybe do a couple leg circles here in both directions. And then from here, keeping this bent knee and open hip, take an inhale. And then as you exhale, reach that left knee all the way around over to the left tricep. Inhale, Inhale, extend it back. Exhale, last one. Left knee, left tricep. Inhale, extend that left leg back. Straighten that left leg, square off the hips. Take an inhale. Exhale, step the left foot through, in between the hands. Ground through the back heel. Align front heel with the arch of the back foot. Reach the right fingertips out in front of you. And use that right hand to guide you up to your warrior two. Lunge through that left knee. Lengthen the tailbone down, squeeze the belly in. Reach the arms out in either direction. And from here, bring the arms out in front of you. Cross left arm over right at the elbow creases. Bend the elbows, either giving yourself a big hug, or you can bring the backs of the hands to touch. Or wrap once more so that the palms touch. On an inhale, lift the heart, coming into your reverse warrior, eagle arms. Keep lunging through that front knee. And then exhale, release the arms out to the side. Then sweep both arms up. Lift the back heel, square off the hips. Find your drishti out in front of you. Step this right foot up. Give it a hug. Woo. This is my hard side to balance on. I was on crutches for 6 weeks. And then from here, you're going to bring that right foot either to the inner calf or the inner thigh. Avoid the knee joint though. Press your foot into your leg and your leg back into your foot. Hands can come to heart center. And maybe once you find your balance, reach the arms up overhead. Vrikshasana, tree pose. Exhale, lower everything down. Hands to heart center. And then we'll do that all on the other side. I'm just going to say, thought someone was messaging something. All right, anywho. Round through the right foot this time. Spread the toes nice and wide. Lift the left knee up. Cross left ankle over right thigh. Start to sink into the hips. Hands come to heart center. Make sure to flex these left toes to protect your knee and ankle joints. Try to keep the heart lifted. Find your drishti or focus in front of you. And then from here, work towards straightening that right leg, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step that left foot back behind you, lower the back knee, and then heel toe the right foot out towards the right. So bring both hands to the inside of that front foot. From here, you can stay up on the palms, maybe even bring some height underneath the palms like blocks or a blanket or pillows, or maybe you start to come down to the forearms. You can even bring some height underneath the forearms. And then once again, find a little movement here. Really getting into that hip joint. Holding those spots where you feel the most tension. And then if you're on your forearms, come back up to the palms. Inhale to lift the heart. As you exhale, shift the hips back, fold to the inside of that right leg. Inhale forward, bend the front knee, lift the heart. Exhale, shift the hips back, fold. One last time, inhale forward, bend the front knee. Exhale, shift the hips back, fold and hold. Then maybe find a little movement with the upper body. Inhale to find length, exhale. Inhale, find length. Exhale, fold. And then on your next inhale, bend through the front knee. Lift the heart. Plant the left hand down. Inhale the right arm up towards the sky. Exhale, wrap that right arm around the right leg over the left shoulder. Inhale, extend it up. Exhale, wrap it around. Connecting to that water element once again. Inhale up. Exhale, wrapping around. Inhale, reach that right arm up towards the sky. You can stay right here, or maybe bend the back knee. Reach back for your foot with your right hand. Keep the hips sinking down. Wherever you're at, just spin the heart open and lift the heart. If you have your back foot, maybe you come back onto the forearm. It's just an option. Maybe you flex or lift those toes, the right toes up. Press the right knee out to the right and kick the left foot into your hand to open the hips a little more. Open the heart. And then if you grab the back foot, carefully release it. Everyone come back up onto the palms with the inside of your right leg. Tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, and shoot that right leg up and back. Three-legged dog. Bend the right knee, open up the hip. Maybe do a few leg circles in both directions. And keep that right knee bent and opening up. Try to square the shoulders down to the earth. Take an inhale. As you exhale, bring that right knee all the way around and up towards that right tricep. Inhale, extend it back. Bend that right knee, open it. Exhale, right knee, right tricep. Inhale, extend it back, open the hip. Exhale, right knee, right tricep. Inhale, extend it back, open up the hip. Straighten that right leg, square off from the hips. Take an inhale. As you exhale, step the right foot through in between the hands. Make sure right knee right above right ankle. Ground through the left heel. Reach the left fingertips forward, and inhale, use that arm to guide you up to your warrior two. Keep lunging through that front knee. Press it slightly out to the right, so when you look down, you can see your right big toe. Turn your face this way so you can see. Bring the arms out in front of you. This time cross right arm over left at the elbow creases. Either give yourself a big hug, or bring the backs and hands to touch, or the palms. Lift the elbows up, roll the shoulder blades down the back. On your next inhale, tilt the heart up, reverse warrior, opening arms. Exhale, come back through your warrior two. Then inhale, both arms up towards the sky. Lift the back heel, square off the hips to the front edge of your mat. Find your drishti, and then step that left foot up. Give your knee a hug. Then take the left foot, either bring it to the inside of the calf or the inside of the right thigh. But avoid the knee joint. Press your foot into your leg and your leg back into your foot. Squeeze everything in towards the midline. Hands can come to heart center. And then once you've found your balance, maybe reach them up towards the sky. Vrikshasana, tree pose. On an exhale, lower the left leg down. Hands come to heart center. Samastiti. Alright. Let's continue. I can't move my mat because it keeps moving. Alright. From here, ground through the left foot. Lift the right leg up. Cross right ankle over left thigh. Sink into the hips. Hands come to heart center. Take a few deep breaths here. Reaching the heart forward and the hips back. On your next exhale, work towards straightening that left leg and fold. Inhale, lift up halfway, find length in your spine. Step that right foot back behind you. This time keep the back knee lifted, but heel toe the left foot out to the left. So you can bring the hands to the inside of that left foot. Now you can stay up on the palms, maybe have your hands on blocks or pillows or bolsters or whatever you're using. Or maybe maybe you start to lower onto the forearms. Once again, let's find a little movement here. Maybe rocking back and forth. Whatever your body needs. And then if you come down onto the forearms, come back up to the palms. Inhale, lift the heart. As you exhale, shift the hips up and back. Work towards straightening that front leg and fold. Inhale, bend through the front knee, lift the heart. Exhale, lift the hips. Inhale, bend through the front knee, lift the heart. Exhale, lift the hips. Fold to the inside of this front leg and hold. Kind of square off the hips, so you're going to pull the left hip back, right hip forward. Maybe flex those left toes up towards the sky to deepen the stretch. Inhale to bend through the front knee, lift the heart. Then plant the right hand down, lift the left arm up towards the sky on an inhale. Exhale, wrap that left arm around the left leg, and go over the right shoulder. Now let's flow with that like water. Inhale, lift the arm up. Exhale, wrap it around the left leg. Inhale up. Exhale, wrap it around. Inhale to reach that left arm up. And then exhale, plant the left hand to the inside of the left foot. From here, step this left foot back, up and back. Three-legged dog. Then the knee, open up the hip. You can stay right here. Or maybe this left foot starts to get really heavy and fall towards the right edge of your mat. Flipping over into your wild thing. If you're in your wild thing, really lift the hips up, lift the heart. Exhale. Carefully make your way back to your three-legged dog. Left leg lifted, hip open, shoulders squaring down towards earth. Take an inhale. As you exhale, lift that left leg up and around to the left tricep. Inhale, extend it back, open it. Exhale, left knee, left tricep. One last time, inhale back, open hip. Exhale, left knee, left tricep. Inhale back, open that hip up one last time. And then straighten that back leg. Square off the hips, take an inhale. You can keep this left leg lifted or lower it and move through your Vinyasa. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. On the next inhale, lift the left leg back up toward the side. Exhale, step the left foot through in between the hands. Ground through the back heel. Align front heel with the arch of the back foot. Right fingertips reach forward. Use that arm to guide you all the way up to stand. Warrior two. From here, cross right arm over left at the elbow creases. Once again, big hug. Backs and hands touch. Or once more so the palms touch. On an inhale, lift the heart up. Reverse your warrior. Now come back up and keep the eagle arms. Lift the back heel, square the hips up to the top edge of your mat. Find your drishti. And then hug that right knee in. Cross it over the left. Losing my balance here. This is my bad foot. Sink into the hips. Coming into your eagle pose. Garudasana. Try to focus better than I am. Squeeze everything in towards the midline. On your next inhale, release everything. Arms reach up. Exhale. Hands to heart center. And we have to do that one more time on the other side. Hope you're feeling nice and warm. Those hips are feeling good, mine are. All right, now, ground through the right foot this time. Cross the left ankle over right thigh. Keep those left toes nice and flexed. Exhale, sink the hips down. Hands come to heart center. Take a few deep breaths here. Really get into that left outer hip. And then on an exhale, work towards straightening that right leg and fold. Left foot is still over the right thigh. Inhale, halfway lift, find length in the spine. Exhale, step that left foot all the way back. Heel toe that right foot out to the right, so the hands are at the inside of that right foot. Keep the back knee lifted this time. You can stay up on the palms, blocks, or maybe you come down to the forearms. Find a little movement here. What does your body need? And if you're on your forearms, come back up to the palms. Maybe come up to the fingertips. Inhale, lift the heart. As you exhale, lift the hips up, fold to the inside of the right leg. Inhale, lift the heart, hips sink. Exhale, fold. One last time. Inhale, bend the knee, lift the heart. Exhale, shift the hips up, fold to the inside of that right leg. Square the hips off by pulling that right hip back, left hip forward. Maybe flex these right toes to deepen the stretch. Inhale, bend through the front knee, lift the heart. Inhale, lift the right arm up towards the sky. Exhale, wrap that right arm around the right leg, look over the left shoulder. Inhale, extend it up. Exhale, wrap it around, flowing like water. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, wrap it up. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, plant the right hand down to the inside of that right foot. Then lift that right foot up and back. Three-legged dog. Bend the right knee, open up the hip. You can stay right here, or maybe this right foot starts to get really heavy. Just fall to the left side of your mat. Hips lift up, heart lifts. Wild thing. Exhale, if you're in your wild thing, carefully knee everyone back. In your three-legged dog, open hips. Take an inhale. Exhale, right knee, right tricep. Inhale, extend it back, open the hip. Exhale, right knee, right tricep. Inhale, extend it back. Exhale, right knee, right tricep. Inhale, extend it back. Open the hips up. Then straighten that right leg square out from the hips. You can stay right here. Or lower the foot down to your downward dog and stay in your down dog. Or move through your vinyasa. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg back up towards the sky. Exhale, step it through in between the hands. Ground through the back heel. Front heel, arch the back foot. Left fingertips reach forward. Use that hand to guide you up to your warrior two. From here, right arm crosses over left at the elbow creases. Big hug, backs and hands touch. Or wrap once more so the palms touch. Lift the elbows as high as the shoulders. Roll the shoulder blades down to the back. On your next inhale, tilt the heart up. Reverse warrior. Exhale to come back up and keep the eagle arms. Step the back heel up. Square out the hips to the top edge of your mat. Find your drishti. And lift the left leg up. Cross it over the right. Maybe hooking once more behind the calf, which is still pretty hard for me to do right now. Squeeze everything in towards the midline. Garudasana. On an inhale, arms lift up, uncross the legs. Exhale. Hands to heart center. Now we're going to cool it down a little bit. So step the feet wide, about max width distance apart. Heels point in, toes point out. Inhale, lift the arms up overhead. Exhale, sink into the hips. Malasana, yogi squat. Press the arms into the legs and the legs back into the arms. Maybe find a little movement here. Then plant the hands down. Step the left foot way back behind you. Then heel toe this right foot out to the left side. Lower that right leg down, making your way into your pigeon pose. So, kind of hard to see because I wore black pants and the ground is black. But your right knee should be towards your right wrist. Left foot should be towards your left wrist. And if this is completely uncomfortable for you, come onto your back, cross right ankle over left, and come into that figure four stretch we did at the beginning of class. Otherwise, inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, fold. Let the breath slow down. Feel the heartbeat slow down. And send your breath into that right outer hip. On an inhale, walk the hands back in. If you took reclined pigeon, just switch the cross of your legs and take it on the other side. If you're in your regular sleeping pigeon like this, tuck the back toes, bring that right foot back to the outside of your right hand, then step the left foot to the outside of the left hand. Malasana, yogi squat for just a moment. Lower the hands down, step the right foot back behind you. Heel toe this left foot out to the right, lower everything down. Setting up for pigeon on the other side. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, fold. One next inhale. Walk the hands back. If you were in your reclined pigeon, meet everyone back in your Malasana yogi squat. So, sleeping pigeons, tuck the back toes, lift this front foot up, step it to the outside of the left hand, then step the right foot to the outside of the right hand. Sink the hips down, Malasana. And then bring the hands behind you, lower the butt to the earth. Bring the legs together, hands at the backs of the thighs, lift the heart. Maybe lift the shins, hold the belly button in, keep lifting the heart. Maybe lift the hands. And maybe from here, you straighten the legs. Maybe you bring the legs wide, and maybe you grab your toes. These are all just options. Wherever you're at, keep the heart lifting, keep the belly button pulling in. And then from here, lower the legs down so the feet are wide. I'll come to face everyone. Now you're in your wide-legged seat. You can bring a blanket or blocks or pillows underneath the sit bones to help you sit up tall. Flex the toes, engage the legs. Take an inhale. As you exhale, walk the hands out in front of you. Fold. Reach the heart towards the earth. Try to keep a nice long spine. And send your breath to the areas where you feel tension. Maybe taking a few exhales out through the mouth to help you release that tension. And on your next inhale, walk the hands in. And you're going to bend the knees and bring the soles of the feet together, knees over. Bring the hands to the feet or ankles. Inhale to sit up tall. Press the knees down, lift the heart up. Exhale, fold over your legs. Try to keep a nice long spine. Maybe even use your elbows to help you gently press down on your legs to deepen the stretch. Maybe it just popped. On an inhale, lift back up. Keep the legs in this shape. I'm just going to turn around to show you a little better. Bring the arms out in front of you, palms touch. Slowly, slowly, slowly lower down. As slow as you can, using that core until you get all the way down to the earth. Snuggle the shoulder blades underneath the back. Tuck the chin slightly so the back of the neck is long. Let the eyes close. Let the face relax. Maybe bring the hands back to that lower abdomen right below the belly button. Point your fingers and thumbs touching so you're making kind of a diamond shape with the hands over the sacral chakra. Breathe deep. Imagine that orange glowing light or that orange glowing orb right up the lower abdomen, growing bigger and bigger as you breathe in and out. Still releasing any thoughts that come to mind. And if you'd like, you can take this position, Supta Baddha Konasana, for your Shavasana, or take a regular Shavasana with the legs lengthened out. Whatever your body needs. Relax every single muscle in your body. And let the breath return to its natural state, releasing any breath. Stay present. Shavasana. Look at nature. Look at flowers. We never walk into our garden and say, oh, wouldn't that flower be so much more pretty if it were taller? Or if it were red instead of pink? No, we don't. Because nature was created perfect, just as it is. And so are we. We are part of nature. We are how we're meant to be. We are perfect just as we are. Slowly begin to deepen and lengthen the breath. Bring small movements to the fingers and toes. Circle the ankles and wrists. And rock the head from side to side. Reach the arms up overhead, the legs out long in front of you for a nice morning stretch. And carefully roll over onto one side. Rest in that fetal position for a moment. Then whenever you're ready, try to keep the eyes closed or a soft gaze. Make your way up into a comfortable cross-legged seat at the top of your mat. You You opened your eyes, reclose them. Sit up nice and tall, taller than you have all day. On an inhale, reach the arms up overhead, palms touch at the top. Exhale through the mouth. Clap hands to heart center. Anjali Mudra. Bow the chin towards the heart. Take a moment to thank yourself for carving this time out of your day. Do something good for the body and mind. Balance out your sacral chakra. Thank your body for all that it does for you. And I thank you for joining me. I hope you can bring the benefits from tonight's practice to the rest of your night and onto your bikes. Bring the thumb knuckles up to the third eye space. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. Hope you had a good class. Please follow Crux on Instagram and Facebook and come visit them. If you ever need to see a chiropractor in Milwaukee, because they're awesome. Let me know if there's anything that you'd like to work on in my classes in the future. This week I'll continue with the Sacral Chakra for my Yin Yoga class on Thursdays at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. And then my Energizing Vinyasa Flow on Saturdays at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Please donate if you can. My Venmo and stuff is on my YouTube channel, or just let me know if you can't find it. I also have PayPal and Cash App. Please donate if you can.